This was the final one, I guess. And next year we'll probably do some things different. I don't know. All right, we're back after a long hiatus. And saying I wouldn't do these anymore, but that was a maybe and a lied. So here we are. We're back at Vegas after we skipped the first two races of the year because they're plate tracks. And if you need help there, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, Vegas. First keys to the race card of the year. 1 tires. I'm gonna combine that with the track is bumpy, mostly in 1 and 2. Yeah, that's pretty much the only issue. Number 2 kind of touches back on the bumps. You can run the bottom, which I think is the preferred lane, or the middle, but I would stay on the bottom as long as possible. Both ends of the track. Turns 1 and 2 are bumpy, 3 and 4 are smooth, and number 3, before I get to pit road, I guess be smooth and have fun, because I really don't know what else to tell you about Vegas. It's kind of a typical 1.5 miler. So let's get to pit road, and we'll do our lap. Alright, making our way to pit road. Enter 3 like normal. You may have to back some of this up on old tires, but we're going to brake right around that Samstown logo. It was all the red logo on the wall, all the way down to 2nd gear, 50 miles per hour at the cone. Let's speed this up a little bit. There's your pit speed exit. Start accelerating. I try to stay to the left of this black groove up until this point. Be careful because it gets kind of wonky. Trying to push everything you can here. There's your exit. And there you go. Onto the breakdown of the lap. Alright, so the format hasn't really changed much from last year. I usually do the 2nd lap because it's usually quicker. Up on the screen you'll see my settings. 264 on the steering ratio. That's just what I've been using as of late. And I didn't change anything else. I just went to the minimum on the brake bias that it allows you with that master cylinder setting, which I believe is 45.4. And that's pretty much all I went with. Alright, fixed it up, fixed weather. Gave us a track tip of 96. Just a teeny bit colder than Apex by a couple degrees. Gave me a 29.8, which is okay. I felt like I lost some out of 4, or 1 and 2 to be honest. I had to use up all the track. And here's a little disclaimer. Do not run like this. This quantless Q lap. Do not run like this in the race. You'll be out of tire before you know it. I'll show a lap after this one of a normal pace, which actually might be too slow. So I don't know. So let's go ahead and watch this lap. Then we'll watch the other lap, and then we'll talk about it. Alright, FYI, if you see any screen tearing, let me know. I don't know if the recording picked it up or not. Just something you may or may not have to deal with. Alright, there we got it for 29.86 or 855, I believe. Alright, so that lap was about, I want to say around 20 laps in, maybe. Something like that, or it might have been like 15 laps. But you can see I was just rolling out of the throttle just a little sooner and kind of just letting it get through the corner on its own in a way. Alright, so most of this lap starts on the exit of 4, the previous lap. you want to get really close to this white line, but not like over it. Though you could probably just go to the apron, cut a little more time off, but I chose not to. And that's where we're going to set up our entry to 1. So everything starts right about here. At least for me, I'm looking at 3 points. Let me stop it right here. You can see that I'm on the limiter, but not limiter, but it's flashing. You see a little caution light. It's green right now. Right where that brace is on the windshield. I'm sort of looking at that. There's a little logo slightly below that and in front of it. I'm also looking at that, and that's where I want to be alongside the wall. Right about here. You see, I'm still on the throttle, by the way, and we're going to start rolling out the minute I get alongside the Vegas logo, which is that thing there. So right here, I'm turning in. We're going to start to lift, but not like jump out of the throttle. We're going to slowly roll out. You can see we never get out of it completely. In fact, it was like 70% at minimum, and we're right back to the throttle right when we touch this yellow line. Now, I don't start tracking out until this Nikon logo here. NASCAR logo, if you will. And that's because I kind of had no front grip left in the car. Little tweak there. I didn't mean to do that either, so I had to use all the track, including part of the safer barrier where it juts out. So into 3, another approach. Again, looking at the same caution light type thing. And you see a little yellow logo, again, around that brace. And you want to start turning in before you ever get to that spot, because the car's a little slow to respond now. I've seen others take a wider arc and then turn down later. That's just might be useful for race trim. I think that's actually might be a better way to go. So let me slow mo it. You can see I'm already turning in. The car just now responded. We're starting to lift right about here. Again, just like turn 1, though we do got to come up to about 50%. Just wait till you get to the white line. Start picking the throttle back up gradually, and then there you go. We're back to full throttle, just like before. Use the entire track. Use all of it on exit and down to the apron here, and see how smooth I was getting down to it. There you go. Alright, that'll be it for this track guide. Trying to keep it simple like usual, but getting across important points. So we will definitely be back at the next race, I think. Might have been Phoenix, I'm not sure. Anyway, Sim Racing True Side.